I sent over 10,000 messages online through Instagram and Facebook to book appointments for me and my clients, and here are top 5 things you should know about before you start booking appointments, before you start sending messages or doing cold outreach or anything like that. So that being said, I don't want to waste your time here, so let's get into it and let's dial in the first one, which is, I would say, the most important thing you should know before you start doing any outreach, and that is be creative with first message. This is very important because first message is the first thing the client or the prospect on the other side sees from you, and then he will start the journey. So if he sees your message and he will actually be interested in knowing more about what you actually send to them or send to him, then he will check your profile status, I would say loyalty, trustability, and things like that. But first message is the first thing you should care about, because let's say if you, for example, with first message, don't copy others, but don't copy others by old way. Let me explain. So don't copy others. If someone tells you on YouTube that this is the first message you should be sending to people, then don't send this message, because it will become so like it will become so overstimulated, and people start seeing this message over and over again, and that first impression will disappear. So if you try to copy others, just copy the message that maybe for example, the YouTuber or salesman or anyone who told you to send these messages or send the first message. Copy the message, go to ChatGPT and paste this message here, and tell the software to rephrase this message 10 times. So you will get 10 examples or 10 samples that you can send to people, and you can check which one is working or which one is performing good and not good, and then you can basically pick one that is performing well, stick to it, and actually double down. So first one, be creative and don't copy others. This is, you should actually know really, because if you start copying others, why it's not working? If you start copying others with the first message that you saw online, then you will barely be able to book any appointments, and if so, you will get very very lucky, because this message will become like the most used thing, I would say, in this online space with appointment bookings and things. So don't copy others by old way, but by the way I told you. But by the way, before we actually jump into the second and third and fourth and fifth thing, this last one, which I'm gonna show you at the end of this video, is the most important from my experience that I have learned, and this will change your perspective like totally. You will, after I show you this last thing that you should stop doing, your life and your outreach journey will get much easier. But the second thing, let's dive into the second, is make it as short as possible. By it, I mean conversation. So if a person has a problem and you see that you can solve this problem for him, then provide the solution immediately, or show him that you are the person who can reveal this problem from their lives and actually be able to help them with their business, with their stuff that they are struggling with, and just make it as short as possible and go straight to the point. So if someone tells you, for example, that, let's say, someone tells you that he is struggling with booking appointments, so don't ask them how many appointments are you booking. Oh, okay, this is important question, but don't ask them what are you doing to book more, or to book more appointments, or what are your habits, or things like that. Just make it as short as possible. So for example, he tells you, I'm struggling with booking appointments. You tell them, okay, so how many appointments are you booking, and then you just pitch the solution by actually jumping on a call with you. So this is, I would say, is also important for you to know. Make it as short as possible, because you are here to sell something and you are not selling stuff through messages, you are just booking calls. So make it as short to book a call with the prospect and then sell them on a call. Third thing, let's dive into the third one, which is answer questions. Sounds very simple, right? But I see if someone, if you are sending messages and someone asks you, for example, how is your product working, or what are your testimonials or experience, or you get the point, then don't go further with another question. So don't ask questions, don't answer questions by by putting questions again. So you always, if someone asks you, for example, a question how this thing works, answer, and then after you answer, then put a question after your answer. So if someone asks you, as I just told you, how does your product works, you tell him, okay, this is how my product works. Do you understand? Or I would say, do you have any more questions or things like that? You have to be initiative, or you have to be initiative of conversation. So you have to be the leader, and prospect has to be someone who follows the leader. So you have to be followed. Now this is very simple. You have to do it really in component. This will actually make you more money, just answering questions, because then client will see that, or the prospect will see that you are actually care about him and his situation. So answer questions. Fourth one, we are getting closer to the fifth. Fourth one, your number one goal should be always book a call with the prospect. Not sell something, not provide like any solution or things like that. Always goal is to book a call ASAP. As I wrote here, I drove there. Make it as short as possible to book a call with the prospect. So if you are in messages to book calls, to book appointments with you or with your closer or with someone in your company that he is taking calls. But your goal should be always book a call. Don't aim to do anything else but booking a call. If you are trying to sell something that I would say, if someone tells you that, okay, I'm ready, I want to buy right now, of course don't book a call with him. Just send him a payment link and he will he will give you the money. But if someone tells you, okay, so how this thing works, or how can I get started, then don't tell him how to get started and what he has to pay before he start. Just send him a calendar or Calendly link to book a call with you, and then explain everything on a call. So I will repeat this once again. You are in DMs to book a call, not to sell something. You are selling basically calls. So booking a call is something that you are actually selling, not product, not for exchanging of for money, but booking a call. Okay, and we are actually here on the fifth one, and this will actually blow your mind. Like I'm gonna give this like bigger bigger size, because this is very important for you to remember before you start booking any appointments. And this, I won't say, let's reveal it. What the fuck was happening? Okay, so fifth thing which you should care about is, don't follow a script. And I know this sounds like very I would say strange thing, because everyone tells you you have to follow a script, you have to know what to tell a prospect to book a call. But this is, I would say, the biggest thing I learned from my experience and from others, because script is something that is built from one conversation, and every convo is different. So for example, someone is more, let's say, more warm or more interested in you than the other one. So these are two different convos you have to go through. first one will be easier to sell because he knows you much more than the other one, but the other one will be harder to sell, but it's not impossible to sell him something. So these are two main different conversations you can experience in your journey in appointment booking. And if you will follow the script, then both of them will disappear from your DMs and will disappear from your life, because they will stop seeing added value. Because script is something, as an example, and here is my biggest tip or biggest advice you can use. Don't follow a script. If you have, for example, appointment setter, don't give him a script. Give him examples of conversations that convert it into booking call and then into client. This is very important. Write this somewhere, because if you follow this one, you will be successful in appointment booking no matter what. So don't follow a script. Give, or let's say take examples of conversations that you had or your boss had, and follow the flow. So if you are working for someone else, if you are, let's say, setter and you are working for someone else, then you should, first of all, you should know about the offer. And you have to know you have to know what your boss offers, like even better than he does, or he knows about his offer. So if you are someone who is booking appointments, you have to know exactly what are you selling, what are the desired situations, the current situations, and what are you actually solving, the problem, what are you solving, and know your offer. Like, I would say, I will write this somewhere because it's very important and most people don't know their offers. So know the I can't write here anymore. Know the offer, and if you start, or if you know the offer, then you will be successful no matter what. So know the offer, and don't follow a script. Follow conversation flow that your boss sends you, or maybe you have already experienced a good convo that you actually book the call with the prospect or close the prospect. So follow the flow of good conversation and forget about the script. These are the main 5 things you should I can't draw here. These are the main 5 things you should know before you, or not before, but while you will be sending messages, or before you start sending messages. Do this and make it work. So I would say this is everything from my side. I know this may be a boring video, but very important, and for those who watch this till the end or till this moment, then congratulations, because you will be the one who actually will be king of the DMs. I am the king of the DMs right now. So these are the main things I actually use in my conversations, and they work. So follow these steps. You can rewatch this video a couple more times if you want, and send messages. You learn more by sending messages, not by watching videos like this. This is for quick tips, inspiration. But after you watch this video, please, for the love of God, even if you don't have product or something, just go to your DMs and start sending messages, start learning from your experience, and then you will become the god. Thank you, goodbye, see you later, alligator.